Good afternoon, this is HorseRacingNation.com handicapper Jarrod Horak, and this is the video feature race of the week. This week's feature race for Saturday, September 27th, it's going to be the Grade 1 Jockey Club Gold Cup from Belmont Park. It'll be 3-year-olds and up, and they're going to be traveling 10 furlongs on the main track. We have a full 12-horse field. Let's jump right into this. Number 1 is going to be micromanaged, 20-1 morning line. He's 0 for 5 at Belmont, so he doesn't seem to do his best work at Belmont. He probably even wants longer than 1.25 miles. He seems to do good work when he runs at 1.5 miles in some longer races. So I think he could be a bit up against it. And here we have Last Gunfighter breaking next to him. He's also 20-1 morning line. Trainer Chad Brown. This one's won a couple times at 1.25 miles in the past, but this year he just doesn't seem to be as good as he was in previous years. And he's another one that could be a bit up against it. The next one's going to be Wicked Strong. He's probably a solid contender. I've always liked him. He was my Belmont Stakes horse. They put blinkers on him in his last couple starts. He won the Jim Dandy. He just missed in the Travers by a nose. That was a huge effort. And the rider, it's not a mirage. That's Rajiv. He's going to be riding again. He rides this horse well. He has won at Belmont before, but in the Belmont Stakes, he disappointed a little bit. Maybe he's a little bit better at Saratoga. Also, the trainer, James Jerkins, he could do no wrong at Saratoga. He won a lot of big races there and just a lot of races overall. At Belmont, he's 0 for 10, so his barn just doesn't seem to be going as well at Belmont right now. Zevo is the next one in line at 6-1 morning line, and he is a threat in here. He did finish 4th in the Woodward, didn't get a ton of pace help there, not a terrible effort. He did win the Suburban at 1.25 miles at Belmont. That was in July, and he beat some of these horses, including Moreno, and that was a good effort from off the pace. And he certainly likes Belmont. He's got 4 wins and a couple thirds in 6 starts, and we know he can handle the distance. As I said, he won the Suburban. He is a decent threat from off the pace. Prayer for Relief, he seems to nibble for minor awards in races like this. He was 3rd in the Woodward, 4th in the Whitney, 3rd in the Suburban. So he kind of just nibbles for minor awards. Wouldn't be surprised if he was a threat for 3rd or 4th. Now, Long River's the next one. He has yet to prove that he can run a quality race against this type of competition. He's 30-1 morning line. He has won at Belmont before, but again, until he proves that he belongs at this level, we'll try to beat him. Speak Logistics is the next one, and he looks to be a big long shot here at 50-1, coming off of optional claiming race in which he finished 5th by 10. Seems it's a bit of a stretch that he could jump up and be competitive against this group. Tonalist, my top choice, a 4-1 morning line. They're taking the blinkers off. Now, if you look at his speed ratings, his 2 Belmont races, he's 2 for 2 at Belmont, and his Belmont speed figures were much better than his other numbers. And typically when you see that, you'll see sometimes horses will like certain tracks, but when their speed figures are better at a certain track, then you know they really are a course specialist, and I think that's the case with him. He won the Peter Pan, he won the Belmont Stakes. Then he came back in the Jim Dandy. Not a lot of pace help in a compact field. He finished a solid 2nd. That was clearly just a prep for the Travers. And then he ended up doing all the pace dirty work in the Travers. Bayern was out there setting the pace. Tonalist chased him. He got tired late. Finished a decent 3rd. Not a bad effort that day. So now he's going 3rd off the layoff, back to his favorite track, taking the blinkers off. He should be able to relax more off the pace today. I like the fact that he has a couple bullet works for this. You have to go all the way back to May 4th to find his last bullet work. That was prior to the Peter Pan where he won big. So now he has 2 bullet works for this race. Seems to be a lot of positives here. And he should run a big race. And Clement's having a big meet, as is jockey Joel Rosario. Stefanozzi, the next one in line, 20-1 morning line. It doesn't have any speed, and he's probably up against it from a pace and class standpoint. V.E. Day, the other trainer, the other horse for trainer James Jerkins. This one did win the Travers and the Curlin Stakes at Saratoga. Now let's see if he can bring that form over to Belmont Park. He did break his maiden at Belmont Park. That was in the slop though, and we'll see. I'm going to make him prove it again. He was able to win the Travers at almost 20-1, and now he's going to be much lower price today. We're going to make him prove it from off the pace. Moreno, 7-2 morning line. He's going to vie for favoritism in here. He has won a couple races at Belmont, but he is 0 for 4 at 1.25 miles. I think the distance and the pace could be the big problem, because breaking right outside of him, Big Casanova from California should be applying pace pressure throughout. Moreno will try hard. He always does. He gets out there. He gets up on the pace. He hangs in there a long time, but he doesn't win many races. And at low odds, we will try to beat him. It's probably very similar to the Suburban pace-wise, where he ended up setting a realistic pace, and then he ended up finishing second. So someone's probably going to catch him in here. And then Big Casanova, as I mentioned, coming in from California, very sharp, back-to-back Del Mar wins. He's got a lot of speed. Don't know how much quality he has, in grade 1 quality that is. We're going to find out in this spot. This is how I suggest playing this race. We're going to make a $20 win wager on Tonalist. We're going to play a $5 exacta box, Tonalist and Zevo. And then we're going to come back and we're going to play a $1 trifecta. We're going to put Tonalist on top. We're going to put all in second. We're going to put Zevo in third. And those wagers add up to $40. The $20 win wager, the $5 exacta box, and the $1 trifecta. Follow Horse Racing Nation on Twitter, like us on Facebook, go over to DerbyWars.com for Saturday, September 27th. We have a big $25,000 game, and of course a lot of races from Belmont and Santa Anita will be in that game. So go over to DerbyWars.com for more details, Pick6blog.com for Pick 6 and late Pick 4 tickets for Belmont Park Super Saturday card on Saturday, September 27th. So go over to Pick6blog.com for more. That'll wrap up this week's video. And we'll be back next week for another one of those big Breeders' Cup preps. Good luck at the races.